We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, everybody. How's it hanging? What happened? You know, a lot has happened. A lot has happened between I think almost 2 years since the last episode of Adam's Chase Pod. There's a lot that's going on. With the first and foremost that I think going to be concluding like this sort of like personal journal story wise on the podcast that I'm doing, this kind of like solo thing, because I sort of realized that in the time that I have been doing this podcast, while I've been working in the film industry as set decorator, set dresser, most positions in the art department, sometimes prop master, although rarely. And honestly, I wouldn't hire me as a prop master. But I felt like the only time that I could do these recordings and these edits and all that is at night. So when I go home, or when I come home, sometimes I'll get like a burst of energy. How or why, I don't know. It's very strange. But sometimes, yeah, when I come home from a day or from shooting, I will have sometimes a random burst of energy, and I will record and I'll do something. But I kind of stress that to its maximum, especially during around the holidays, when I was just trying to cram as much work as I possibly could. And I just basically, wore myself out and worried myself sick. And I just didn't have the motivation to do the pod anymore because it was just a lot. And I wanted to do it, not because I, felt like, the pod wasn't interesting enough or whatever, lack of creative, I don't know, content, I guess, with this podcast, because, at the end of the day, it's just me yapping, right? So there was probably a little bit of, lack of self-confidence. And I was just like, man, especially with the latter, last few episodes. Yeah, they were not great. I was not jovial. I wasn't happy. I wasn't goofy. It was just very much like homework. Like I was just kind of pushing whatever work I could out for no reason other than to just, further this channel along. So yeah, I just sort of got burnt out, and work got me burnt out. And there was a lot going on. And, I mean, I don't need to remind you. Y'all probably already know that the country is not great right now in terms of looking for work, consistent work, good work, any work, really. So, I've just been, doing PA gigs and other art department positions just to keep the lights on. And, every once in a while do some side gigs, some side hustle. So, it's been a roller coaster, to say the least. So, where does that leave us with this channel? Well, if I haven't already made it clear, this is the final episode for at least this generation of my podcasting life. Whereas, Adam's Chase. Oh yeah, and by the way, I did change the channel name because I just wanted to match the social medias. Because I felt like, I don't know, except for one, I think it's Twitter. Fucking rat bastards didn't let me get Adam Chase the way that I spell it here on YouTube, but everywhere else I do. So I don't know, that just it rubbed me the wrong way. Okay, made me so mad. No, it didn't make me mad, but it was definitely annoying to have a name that was previously not taken. And then when I double checked before I changed the name, it was already taken. So I was like, okay, I guess I lost out on that on Twitter. So, what can you do? So, yeah, this is going to be the last episode. And what I'm going to be doing is, I guess, somewhat of an experiment that I want to try out because, like I said, when I come home, I have some energy. I want to get some, I sometimes just clean or I just play video games. And I'm like, you know what? I'd rather just be recording and be doing something rather than just absolutely nothing. So I think I'm going to be taking evenings to not record, edit, and post because most of the time I just did it all in one sitting. I didn't wait a couple of days. Although at the latter half of the podcast, I think that's what cooked me the most was that the latter, I would say the last 5 episodes, I would be so meticulous with my schedule. I would record I think 2 or sometimes even 3 episodes in one day, and then I would just edit so I can release them sporadically, thinking to myself oh, when I'm gone for the holidays, I'll have episodes be released still week to week while I'm on vacation, vacation, seeing the family, how much is that really vacation? But yeah, I just, thought to myself, I'm just gonna, not record or edit or do any of that shit anymore. And then so when I didn't do that, I just did it for all of 2025. Which was, that was a shitty year. And I guess most of 2026. But this isn't the end of the road. In fact, I'm still going to be doing a lot more stuff. So I'm going to be broadcasting because, thinking if I have all this time, I'm just going to be doing some live streaming and do what I like to still do, but just do it longer and, hopefully somehow, monetize from it. It would be nice, I would like to start a little community of film nerds and film geeks and people who are in film. Cinephiles included. That's right. I had a change of heart. I like cinephiles. They're all right. They mean well. They just, sometimes go hard in the paint for, some obscure shit that no one typically cares. But you know what? Some of you letterbox nerds, I do appreciate. Although there was one content idea that I thought about doing while I'm streaming, and that is starting a letterbox account because I have not started a letterbox account. And I just thought, hey, I just go through the history of me watching movies, that I've watched since my childhood, and go from there. Rate these movies and stuff like that. Also, any movies that I have seen lately. But yeah. Oh, speaking of movies. Okay. So I have a tangent. Boy, do we love tangents here at the Adamus Chase podcast. Which is a sad thing because sometimes when I go through some of these edits, I'm like, ooh, I should probably cut that rant out. That rant is pretty fucking stupid. And then all the ums and the ahs and the noises and shit, which is going to be brilliant because I'm going to be broadcasting live and no edits there. It's just going to be a lot of ums and ahs for me. So why'd I bring that up? Movies. So I don't know what really got me to just stop going to the theaters. But I mean, primarily it is the prices. And then also it's like the, you know, types of movies that come out that I'm like interested in seeing, not interested in seeing. Like, I don't know, the last, movie, like big blockbuster budget action movie, I think. Actually, that's a good question. Oh, it was Deadpool Wolverine. It was with a buddy of mine, and we went to see Deadpool Wolverine. Although I think we did. Oh, I did. I saw. I think like Sonic 3 in the holidays with my family, and I feel like I've watched something else. I can't remember though. But basically, the reason why I'm really forgetting my memory, it's not because of the weed. Please trust me. I wish I can forget some of this shit by smoking enough just to get it out of my brain. The theater experience has just been absolute fucking horrendous. And I don't know how else to explain it other than that, like, have you ever, like, I don't know, like, been on a date or, yeah, I guess that's the best way. Like, you've been on a date and who you're seeing, like, just turns out to be so fucking rude. Like, just absolutely rude. Like, on their phone or ignoring you or, like being rude to an employee or like a waiter or something like that. Or I don't know. It felt like the movie theater experience was kind of like that, where it just feels like one horrible fucking interaction after another. And I hesitate to say interactions, but like it because it is just people around me. It's not like I'm, confronting these people. God forbid I'm confronting these people. Because there could be, feral people out here in Dagobah. It's crazy out here in the swamplands. Chilling out with Yoda, Master Yoda. At least he's here. So yeah, I just thought to myself, I don't want to go through this experience anymore of people talking, texting, going on their phones. And now Alamo has this really neat, awesome thing that I'm so happy that they decided to implement. And that is a QR system so that you can order food on your phone. And I got to be honest with you, I haven't seen the latest rollout of it, but from what I've heard when I'm working is that it is literally defeating the entire purpose of the movie theater going experience. And no shit, right? You're on your phone. You basically are just like, it's like a one-way path to just do whatever the fuck you want to do without really watching the fucking movie. And so when I see people just on their phones, I don't know if it's this like undiagnosed ADHD that I have, but I fixate on it. Especially like if I'm on like a row where I can look down and I see like people like, I don't know, like eat food and stuff. You can kind of like, see over them. It's like, it's like a steep little path because there's like the handicap section in the front. Whatever. I'm not going to draw a picture for you guys, but you just use your imagination. So when I see these people, it's almost like I have like a bird's eye view just looking down over their shoulder, and they're just on their phone, just on fucking TikTok, on Instagram. And I swear to God, I just completely had a different movie experience than what I originally had. Dune 2. I think it was Dune 2 because I remembered there was one movie that I did go back and watch, and that was Dune 2. Because I did enjoy it the next time I went, because I went closer to the fucking front because, tickets were selling out like hotcakes. But anyways, I had to just lock in on this woman on her phone the entire time. And listen, I'll tell you, it's fine if you want to be on your phone. Why would you pay this price to do so, though? That's the thing that boggles my mind. Is that, like, I get that people are just sort of like over the movie theater experience. Honestly, I don't blame them. Even as a person in film, a filmmaker, I guess proper, it's shocking to see, I mean, even other people experiencing this same shit. Well, I mean, everyone is experiencing the same shit. I've seen those TikToks. I've seen those YouTube essays of people's theater experiences going absolutely awry, going horrible for them, you know, of like people texting and talking and doing all sorts of shit around them. Yeah, it has been a sort of moment where I had to like come to grips with, and that like, okay, I guess my time of going to the movies are going to be limited, and I'm just going to be going out when I know it's a movie that's worth it. And I know what you're thinking, and that is, Adam, so you've seen The Odyssey. The answer is no. The answer is no, because your boy has been working his ass off. So it has been quite a doozy for your boy in the last couple weeks. I do want to see it. I think I will see it soon. Just haven't really worked out a time and day to do so. Also, it's hot as balls, and going outside even for 5 minutes is awful, you know. And I'm talking about here in Dagobah, because when you walk out, right? Yeah, when you walk outside, it's raining right now. I don't know if you could tell, but yeah, it's raining outside. But don't let it fool you, though, because when you go outside, you're actually sweating. So when it stops raining, you're just sweating your balls off just immediately. Adam, where are you going on with this? I don't fucking know. Shut up. I'm tired. So, anyways, yeah, I don't like the movie theater experience anymore, and it sucks because I do enjoy going to the movies. And of course, I'm still gonna go see, you know, something in the theater. But yeah, I'm kind of putting it on ice a little bit for now, just for now. Also, I've been pretty focused, pretty steady on the script. I don't know if those of you who don't remember, but in the early episodes of the podcast, I was on a. I think I was just finished my last draft, and I was on to the next draft or something like that. But anyways, I'm writing my script, my first feature film that I'm very excited about, and I keep thinking about, and I keep wanting to make or become a reality. But I also know that we live in a reality where, you know, things don't always go the way you want them to be, especially when it comes to film, because lots of people, including friends of mine, who have tried to get movies made have just had nothing but, you know, a hellish time from raising money to, you know, working with what you got, and a tiny budget, and hopefully you know, cross your fingers and hope for the best along the way, you know. And so I thought to myself, sorry, I dropped a pencil. So I thought to myself, you know what, if I have this time, you know, after work, and I'm writing, and I'm doing all these things, why not do the things that I love, which is writing. Actually, I've kind of come around a long way when it comes to writing. So yeah, I've been enjoying the experience of it so far, and think I'm gonna keep the episode just sort of there. Because I'm starting to realize now that I'm recording this that I should just probably be live talking about this shit anyways, since I got new internet here in Yoda's hut. He got that good. Am I right, Yoda? So yeah, I'm just gonna be doing these streams. Probably at night, probably in the evening. I live in Central Time, in Texas time, so when I'm not here in Dagobah, when I just go back to Texas, so I am here Central Time at the evening. What time though specifically? I don't know. I'm think it's gonna be between 8 and 9. I think so. It's probably going to be anywhere between 8 and 9. If you have time around that time, Central Time, 8 to 9 Central Time. I keep saying time, and it's like it's driving me nuts now. I will be live, and if you are around there that time, please come hang out, come support, come chat, come chill. I will say one thing though. I am going to be streaming on Twitch and YouTube. How? I don't know. I haven't really figured that out. I sort of had that idea today. So, and I sort of wanted to record an episode anyways to just give a little life update, and to end this on a note that wasn't just like the last episode where it's just me, with bags under my eyes. I still have bags under my eyes, but like, tired and fatigued and wanting to just, go back to bed, so, I was just, I was just a mess. So I wanted to end it on a note that is, hopefully a nice little segue, a neat little segue, into streaming. And by the time you see this episode and you've watched all the way through, let me know. Let me know. And type it in the comment. If you have watched this episode all the way through, this will be a crazy test that I don't know it will work. But if you watch this episode all the way through, the secret word I want you to type in is, think of a word, cantaloupe. Type cantaloupe in the chat. Why cantaloupe? Stop asking questions. Type cantaloupe in the chat so I know that you've watched this episode and that you're there. And if you are there, I will allow you to give me a name of a character in the script, the feature script that I'm writing. I'm working these things out. So if you said cantaloupe in the chat and I seen that you did that, I will legitimately get a character to be named after whatever name that you want that character to be. I think that's pretty. And you would have to be. It's first come first serve. So it would have to be the first one. So maybe it'll be you. Maybe it won't. Who knows? But if it is no one though, that will be hilarious. If it is no one, just all those years, and when that one person said cantaloupe, after I've either never made the movie or have moved on with my life or have gone separate ways, just somehow found that video 5 years later and just typed in cantaloupe in the chat. So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, yeah. So catch me once I upload this episode. If you've seen it, if it's in your notifications, I'm probably live now. So, yeah. Come hang out. Come chat with us. And I'll catch you there. All right? So, yeah. I'm just kind of going through anything that I'm missing here. I don't think I'm missing anything. So it's nice seeing you guys. I'm glad y'all are doing good. Y'all are staying safe, drinking plenty of water, not talking to strangers. Okay. So that's about it. Catch me live, guys, every night, 8 to 9 p.m. Central Time. I will be there, or I'm going to be square, I think. And with a couple days off, maybe a day off, maybe 2 days off. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how consistent I can be. But I gotta get at least one day off a week. I don't know if I can be a fucking Hasanabe and do this like 8 hours every day. That's intense. I don't know about all that. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, that's been the last episode of Animus Chase Podcast. Episode. I don't know what episode this is actually. Whatever title episode this is, but this is the last one. Yeah. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in for this long, this entire time, and for all the episodes that y'all have been watching. I appreciate it. I'm not going anywhere. I will still be doing podcasts. It's just not going to be probably consistent, really. But yeah, I'm still going to be doing those offline podcasts for sure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and bees, that's been for me. Thank you so much, and I will catch you on the flip side, y'all. Peace out.